My name is Lea Maldonado. I'm with Easy Rides Bike and Pedestrian Team, and we are here in Passaic, and we are with the Mayor's Family Bike Ride. We're here teaching a learn to ride class. So what we do is we have students that are really, really young and they don't know how to ride yet. So we have several steps in order to get them to learn how to ride. One of the first things we do is we take off their pedals in order to let them practice balancing. Without their pedals, they can practice pushing, balancing, recovering with their legs in order to make sure that they don't fall over. And then once they get the hang of that, we actually put the pedals back on. We teach them what's known as the power pedal position, which is when the pedal is forward in front of you, and that allows you to push with as much force as you can in order to get a running start for your bike. We also go through multiple steps of safety. We talk about the ABC quick bike check. And what that means is we check the air of the tires, make sure that the air is full and the tires feel like a rock. We make sure that the brakes take the bike to a complete stop. We check the chain, that's for C. We make sure that the chain's clear of debris, free of rust. We do this lesson with about 10 students for 2 teachers, and we go through the entire process with each student. We allow parents to practice with their kids, allow them to gain some confidence in balancing before we move on to the harder steps. We also talk about safety and laws.
Officer Santiago from the Passaic Police Department. I'm here to give you some instructions about bike safety. Make sure to always wear your proper protective equipment, which is your helmet. Always be visible when you're riding on the street. Always stay on the right side of the roadway and avoid any obstructions too. Like if you see any rocks in the way, just try to move out of the way. And when you get to an intersection, make sure you slow down and stop. Just look both ways. And then whenever it's safe, you can cross.
So when students first got here, they were very, very inexperienced. Many of them did not know how to balance. They didn't know how to pedal. They didn't know how to properly set themselves up. They didn't know what they needed. Many of their helmets weren't adjusted. So as they were practicing, they started to become more confident with their abilities, and they started becoming able to balance freely by themselves without any assistance from an adult. A lot of the kids, their confidence actually increased after they left, which is awesome. They left, they were like, I got it, I know how to ride now. And I was like, that's amazing. Even if they weren't as good or as proficient, it's okay. It was their first day, they're gonna get better, they're gonna keep improving. And I think that's what we're focusing on. Kids learning, getting the basics understanding down, and then improving from there. And just eventually they'll be professional cyclists, who knows?